On my watch, about 5 minutes till the point off.
Two, three, four.
Sound check 1 2 2 1 2 1 2 sound check. Yeah, sure. 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Yeah, sure. Hello and welcome to the second game of the Australian Gridiron League. Sure. All right. So this is probably the loudest I would be talking. Probably about this loud, possibly. Sure, so this is probably the loudest 1 2, loudest 1 2.
where the bathrooms are here?
I'm not 100% sure. I think around the back.
Okay, so if we go down and round the back.
Yeah, I'm just around the corner. I think, I'm not sure. I'm from Kate, what? Sorry? Peter.
Terrific catch over his head. And the SA Sharks will now be looking to get an early lead here. Okay, sure. Yeah, of course. Sure. Extra point attempt. There's a flag down. And so they're going to call this one back. SA Sharks with an unbelievable start to this match. WA Raiders, obviously the defending champs, would not have seen that coming on the first play. Gee, the Sharks have just come out firing in this one. Whether their defence can back them up on that one, we'll be ready to see. The Raiders here, they're coming into this one with a very experienced squad, and they'll be looking to try to make the best of the experience as they try to move forward and defend their title. The Sharks, however, were not in the last Australian Gridiron League, and they've kicked off with a bang, that's for sure. Extra point attempt now. It's gone straight into the line. They're going to have to dive on that one, and the extra point attempt will be no good, which means that the SA Sharks will take a 6-0 lead to start this one. Unbelievable start to the game. Well, how can the Raiders respond? They've got it all against them at the moment. Ryan Ottens to kick off now for the SA Sharks after their 6-0 lead. Long kick down the field, right into the corner. Ooh. Fumble on the pickup. Going down. He's got pressure coming. Hit well. Hit hard, and he is met by a whole sea of Sharks. And they're going to put him down roughly around the 15-yard line as the Raiders come out for their first offensive possession. Led by quarterback Ben Gasterov. They've got plenty of weapons on the offensive front. Let's see what they can do with them.
Do you have number 25 for Sharks? Yep. Nope. One of the only numbers we don't have.
And we're about to get started with the Raiders' possession. 1st and 10 on the 20. Lining up with the spread formation. Hand off to the quarterback down the middle. And he's not going to get far at all. SA's defense shuts him down. Potentially a 2 to 3 yard gain. And we're going to move on. 2nd and 7 now. The Raiders have plenty of potential with this offensive unit. Can they get past the SA squad? Got a lot of talent in this team, especially from what's seen in the Gridiron SA season, which certainly was entertaining nonetheless. Here we go. 2nd and 7 now. Lining up again with the spread formation. Gasterov under centre. Hands off, down the middle again. And the Sharks once again up to the challenge. He's going to get another few yard gain. See, the few yards gains, especially on 1st and 2nd down, are definitely not a bad thing if you can get some yardage and make sure that your 3rd down situation will be a short one. It is now 3rd down and 3. Have yet to resort to the pass, if you can weaken up a defence's to basically their ability to stop the run. Basically, if you get them to collapse in, you have the ability to pass outside. So here we go. 2 men on the right side. Quick 3-step drop. Passes down to the check down, and good speed on the outside from Honda, and he will make sure that he gets the 1st down. And a good solid drive already building for the Raiders as they are going to be able to move the chains. Now setting up at the 35-yard line. Just reviewing all the captains from the SA team. Taylor Barrington, number 10. Number 50, Andrew Stevens. Number 86, Michael Tedmanson. And number 17, Simon Whitehead for the SA Sharks. 1st and 10. Another spread formation. Gasterov, toss play to the outside. Nate Lansdale gets met by a lot of players. He will get stopped for no gain or potentially a 1-yard loss. And the Sharks already looking up to the challenge in terms of the running game. Nate Lansdale led the Gridiron West season in touchdowns, and he'll be looking to continue to add to his tally there, but SA Sharks doing a very good job at protecting the run at the moment, getting good penetration on the line. And now the WA Raiders, 2nd and 11. Lanzel in the backfield. Gastrov dropping back, got time, passes to the outside, lovely pass, and another first down, again to Honda. Terrific play to get himself open, and on the 2nd and long situation, they easily make the first down. Honda's going to be able to get past the chains without any contact, and the Raiders are moving solidly on their first possession. Probably not like the SA Sharks did on their first possession to get them a touchdown off their first play. But believe me, the Western Australian Raiders have a good solid system going at the moment. Now 1st and 10 now at the 47-yard line. Lanzel on the backfield. Gastrov 2 from 2 at the moment. Drop back. Down the middle to Lanzel. And he is going to barge his way through. And he gets his way through for the first down. Able to skip through without barely any contact. And that's another first down for the Raiders. 3 in a row for them. They are looking solid. The SA defense was looking good against the run early, but Lansdale is a hefty guy and he'll be hard to bring down, especially as the game wears on. Physical running backs are often very hard to bring down, especially coming through the line. They're built for that sort of contact. Now 1st and 10 now on SA's 41. Can the SA defense respond, bringing blitz? Gastrov dropping back, almost falls over and so long ball downfield. Oh, and there's a flag on the play. Nathan Van Pamelen making contact with Brant Honda as he went down the field. This could be a defensive pass interference call. Ben Gastrov almost losing his footing on the drop back, making a good long ball downfield. And it will be defensive pass interference on number 19, Nathan Van Pamelen, the safety from the Adelaide Eagles. And that is going to move the chains a long way down the field. That's what I said, He's from the Adelaide Eagles. 1st and 10 now. Gastrov hands it off. He's met already in the backfield, and he will be brought down. Terrific tackle from number 43, Tamani Seve. Terrific play in the backfield, and that's going to bring the Raiders for a loss on the edge of their end zone. Second and 12 now. Raiders looking to convert on good field position. Gastrov handing up. Fake handoff. It's the end around. Brant Honda again being involved. And he is going to use his speed to get all the way in for the touchdown. Terrific play. 28-yard end around run. And Brant Honda is going to equalise the scores here in the first. End around play always manages to get defences, especially when you have to commit to a running back like Nate Lanzel. He requires a lot of attention from the line and the linebackers, so when Brant Honda gets around the outside, nobody is going to catch him, and now the Raiders have tied it up in the first quarter, 6 apiece. Can they take the lead here? Depending on what they're going to run here, they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. It definitely looks like it. They're going in spread formation. Gastrov under center. Sits back, quick 3-step drop, blows it in. And the receiver on the outside cannot get a handle on it, and so the scores are going to remain tied. An interesting start to this match. 6 apiece for the WA Raiders and the SA Sharks. Definitely a high offense match this one's proving to be already in this one. Just in case you missed the first game from the Australian Gridiron League, the Queensland Sun Devils made light work of the ACT Monarchs, 54-0. Hopefully this one isn't as lopsided, and it's proving already to be quite an even match in terms of offensive production. Here we go, the kickoff. Good kickoff down the field. He's going to let the ball bounce. Risky move. And he barely be able to get onto it. Tamani Seve just being able to recover the kickoff. SA now going to start just past their 20-yard line. One play and one touchdown is a very good conversion rate, to be honest, to see if they can try to continue that stretch. Raiders will be out to try not to fall for another trick play. Raiders definitely have a lot of talent, especially international caliber talent on their defense. They'll be looking to shut down the Sharks this time round. Coming out now, 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line. Whitehead lining up in the pistol. Man in motion, number 45, Dominic Panazzolo. Quick, and he fakes the pass, runs it up the middle. He's going to get a few yards on that play. Trying to use Dominic Panazzolo in motion to fake out a potential pass and get some blocking on the outside of that line. Whitehead not able to get many yards on that. Still a 2 to 3 yard gain on the play. And now it's going to come up 2nd and 8.
Cody, fix your bubble.
2nd and 8 now. Whitehead again in the pistol. Spread formation, bringing Dominic Panazzolo in motion. He's going to hand off to him, and the Raiders are all over it. Terrific penetration from the linebackers and the line to be able to get to the man in motion, and they made a terrific play to get it. They're going to be a big loss. 2nd down and 13 potentially. Now 3rd and 13 potentially. And in 3rd and long situations, it really takes out running plays unless you can do a trick play like the Raiders did with their end around. So the RBA Raiders can expect to sit deep potentially on a pass play. So spread formation 1 on the right side. Moving Carlisle Jones out to the outside. There'll be a flag down. While we take this time, while the penalty is being assessed, we'd like to apologise for the late live streaming due to some unforeseen technical difficulties. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the match. And now a penalty is going to push them back even further. Looking like this could be in vicinity of 3rd and 17, 3rd and 18 range. Whitehead sitting back in the pistol. Tedmondson in motion. Coming back to his original spot. High snap. Holds onto it, however. Long ball down the field, and it's going to be too much for everyone involved on the outside. And that will bring up 4th down, first punt of the game coming. And the Raiders doing well to hold them here in this field position. A good punt will maybe get the SA Sharks to the 40. So this is a good situation for the Raiders to be in. Sharks looking to get this one away as far as possible. So due to our live streaming, if you have missed it, South Australia getting onto the board with the first play of the game. Halfback pass on the trick play, going all the way down the field for the touchdown on the first play, stunning the Raiders, and then the Raiders pulling in a very solid drive, going all the way down the field to get it in with Brant Honda's 28-yard end-around run to make it 6 apiece. Punt is high, and it's going down past midfield, and it is going to stop at the 35. Honda chooses to pick it up, however, and he's hit hard by a few defenders, and he will be brought down just past midfield. And WA Raiders will be hoping to get another score on the board here. Raiders 6, SA Sharks 6. First and 10 on at the 49 for the Raiders. Ben Gastrov has looked great in the quarterback position so far. He's been able to get away shots at will thanks to good protection from the line. And now he's going to be hoping to guide his team down the field again. Hands off down the middle to Lanzell. He's going to get to the outside, gets a hole. And he is going to be tough to bring down in the open field. Terrific run. And he is going to go from the 49 all the way down to the 26-yard line. 23-yard gain for Nate Lanzell. Breaking through the line, and it doesn't look as if the SA Sharks defense at the moment is able to hold Nate Lanzell. He has a very big frame on him. Played fullback in the 2011 World Cup for Australia, and he's looking to make them pay here. Ben Gastrov not having to do a lot, just hand it down the middle, and Lanzell's going to be able to get the yardage for them now. First down and 10 here on the 26-yard line. And there's going to be a flag down on the play. Yep. It's going to be a false start on number 75, and that is going to bring them back 5 yards. Ephraim White, the one penalised there, and now that's going to be unfortunate for the Raiders because now they're going to have to accompany an extra 5 yards, first and 15. Yeah, the Raiders have not been struggling to get yardage in this match so far. SA really need to put down a few good defensive stops to make sure they can assert their dominance on this one. First and 15 now after the penalty. Gastrov dropping back, hand off to the outside. Lanzell tucks his shoulder and gets down. He's going to possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. SA Sharks onto that one, so potentially a 5-yard gain, and it's going to set up a second down and 10 situation. The WA... Second down and 9 now. Gastrov dropping back. Looking long into the end zone. Oh, just too much on it. And he could not hit his receiver in the end zone. He made plenty of effort to get there. Just through the fingertips from the dive. And SA Sharks dodge a bullet there. He was wide open in the end zone. Number 89, Ryan Dwyer, unable to make the catch. And now it's third down and 9. SA's going to be looking for a stop here. And it will set up quite a decent length field goal for the Raiders. So they're definitely going to want to at least get a few yards on this play to try to make sure they're in field goal range. But obviously the desired result is a first down. And they've been doing it quite well against the Sharks. Third and 9. Gastrov dropping back. Under pressure. Throwing deep into the end zone. There's no one there. It's going to fall into a gap. SA Sharks all around the ball. But he's going to throw it just in the place where no one's going to be able to get to it. And now it is 4th and 9 situation. Sets up an interesting position for the WA Raiders. Potentially will they go for the 4th down conversion or potentially go for the field goal. This match tied at 6 at the moment here in the first quarter. So potentially looking at a 42-yard conversion. But they are going for the 4th down. Spread formation. SA Sharks needing one more stop. Raiders needing 9 yards. Gastrov drops back. Got time. Throws it to the outside and he's put it down. Wide open on the out route. And number... No. And a great design play there, and Gastrov hitting him right on the numbers, unable to hold on to the pass. And the WA Raiders will give up on good field position to give the ball back to the Sharks. Match still tied at 6. It's definitely been an interesting match so far. Coming out for their next set. Apart from the first play, the SA Sharks have struggled to generate offense. The Raiders' line and their linebackers have been able to get good penetration on the running game. Calling Dom. Man in motion. Whitehead, quick pass. It's low and is put down. Number 45, Ian Nolte, unable to hold the catch down at his ankles. And that's going to set up a 2nd and 10 situation. Second and 10 now. Raiders have sturdied up their defensive efforts after their first play. 2 men on the right side. Ian Nolte coming in motion. On the snap, straight down the middle, and the Raiders are all over it. Terrific joint tackle from the linebackers. They're going to make sure he is going absolutely nowhere down the middle. Craig Simons on the run. And it is now 3rd and 9 for the Sharks. Going to need some decent yardage here, potentially looking at the pass. After the first possession, the Raiders' secondary has not been tested as of yet. Let's see what they're going to bring out here, bringing trips right. Whitehead, high snap again. Under pressure, throws it, and it is going to fall incomplete. There is a flag down, however, in the backfield. Going to wait to see what the call is there, but if this is a penalty on the Raiders, they're going to be giving up what potentially was a 4th down situation for the Sharks. Automatic 1st down for roughing the passer, and the SA Sharks will get a gift there, and they will move forward to get to the 1st down. And so now they get some free yardage. 41-yard line they're going to be starting on. Let's see if the SA Sharks can put together a decent drive from here. First and 10 now. Lining up with trips left in the bunch formation. Whitehead calling Nolte into motion. Whitehead sitting back, he's got time, fakes the pass, looks to move down the middle, breaks through the line, and he's able to get a decent amount of yardage. Might not be enough for the 1st down, but a good read from the young quarterback. Able to pick up, there might not be anything downfield, reads the line, and is able to use his athleticism to make his way into the secondary for the Raiders. And this one could be very close to a 1st down, if not 2nd and inches. And they have called it a 1st down. So a 10-yard run for Simon Whitehead, and he has been able to generate more offense for the Sharks. They get past midfield. The Raiders now under the pump a bit to hold them pressure. Match currently 6 apiece here in the 1st quarter. Whitehead with no one in the backfield. Calling Craig Simons into motion. Sits back, Whitehead immediately on the pass, and he is hit hard. Big time hit from Harrison Morgan. And he's going to bring him down for no gain, if not 1 yard. One-yard gain ruled on the play. 2nd down and 9 for the Sharks coming up. Simon Whitehead, young quarterback. He'd only played half a season for the South Sydney Chiefs in Gridiron SA. And now he's going to be looking to test himself against some of the best defenders in the country here from the Western Australian Raiders. Whitehead now. Back with Craig Simons in the backfield. Ryan Otten's into motion. Whitehead drops back. Quick pass down the middle. And it is going to be ruled incomplete. Down the middle, that's always the risk when passing into traffic like that. You've got to make sure you hit them right on the numbers or potentially a yard in front of them to make sure that all the linebackers hanging around do not get a hand on it or a big hit on the receiver. Now 3rd down and 9. The Sharks looking to continue this drive. They've been able to hold the Western Australia offense off the field for a few minutes now, been able to give their defence a rest. Western Australia have unable to convert on their last possession. Will it be made pay for it? 3rd down and 9. Whitehead into the pistol. Otten's the man in motion. Whitehead scrambling out to his right, looking for his man, and the pass is underthrown. And the Western Australian Raiders will force another 4th down situation. This time they'll be hoping to get off the field. And that'll bring up 4th down and 9. This has been a fantastic match so far. Plenty of interesting plays on the offensive and defensive front. It's not a great position to be in at the moment for the Sharks because 4th down territory, it is risky to give up the ball at midfield. So they'll be looking to punt. Carlisle Jones back. Snap is good. Carlisle Jones, high punt. It's going to bounce around the 15-yard line. Going to fall down. Honda chooses not to take it, and that is a good punt for the Sharks. That's going to bury the Raiders inside their own 10. Raiders have got a lot of work to do if they're going to score this time around. Let's see what they can do. First down and 10 for the Raiders, deep in their own territory. Gastroff hands it off down the middle. Lansdale barging his way through. Definitely is going to take his toll on the linebackers and the linemen at the end of this one. He's going to get a decent gain on that one. And that'll be a first down, so immediately great yardage for the Raiders to get out of trouble. If the Sharks are able to hold him into this field position, they should be able to get good field position on the punt. But the Raiders already looking to make sure that they are not going to get caught in their own territory. It's definitely been a match full of offense so far. So first down and 10 again. Fakes the handoff, throwing it outside. He is hit very solidly on the outside. Few yard gain. And the Western Australian Raiders will now have a 2nd and 7, potentially 2nd and 8 situation ahead of them. Second down and 6. Toss play to the outside. Running off the tackle, and again he is hit hard by the lineman. It's not going to be enough for the first down. A few decent yards to pick up on the run. Lansdale has been running with plenty of conviction, and that is going to bring up the end of the first quarter. Terrific opening term sees SA Sharks and the WA Raiders locked at 6 apiece. Now we're set to get underway here in the second quarter. Game tied at 6. Third down and short situation, lining up trips to the right-hand side. Gastrov hands it up the middle, and he is hit hard. Met solidly by the Sharks line. It's going to be nip and tuck to see if he made the first down. And it is going to be ruled onto the 4th down situation for the Raiders, which makes this very interesting. Especially on 4th and short situations, do you go for it and risk giving up the field position to potentially continue your drive, or do you punt away to be safe and put the Sharks back around their 30-yard line, potentially 40-yard line? And on the play, we have a timeout on the West Australian Raiders, their first for the half. After calling the timeout, it's now 4th and 2, and they are deciding to go for it. Risky position to do so. Can the Sharks hold on? Dropping back. Fakes it, gets the pass over the top. Lansdale is going to take the catch. And the West Australian Raiders are going to convert on a very risky 4th down conversion. They're going to keep their drive alive. Well executed play, looking to run down the middle. Gastrov holds on to the ball and flicks the ball outside to Lansdale. And he is going to make good yardage to make sure that the Raiders keep their drive alive. Obviously the Raiders coming into this match as favourites, as defending champs, but so far have been unable to really assert their dominance on an SA Sharks team which is new to the scene. 1st and 10 now. Gastrov hands off the outside, but the play will be blown dead. Wait to see what the call is from the officials. And that will be a 5-yard penalty on the Western Australian Raiders. And now they have 1st and 15 to overcome. Although so far it has not been much of a problem for them. SA Sharks, however, will be looking to hold them here before they start getting into midfield territory. Now 1st down, lining up trips on the right-hand side. Gastrov, quick pass to the outside. Good take from Honda. And he's going to get to the outside, tucks his shoulder. Goes over the top of the defensive back. He's going to pick up some decent yardage. They're still going to leave a 2nd down and medium length conversion to make here. Immediately going with the hurry up offense. Trips on the right hand side again. Gastrov drops back, has time in the pocket. Looks to the outside, he's got a man wide open. And they're easily going to make the 1st down conversion. Finding plenty of space on that open side of the field. The Sharks unable to get good coverage on at that play. And now the Raiders with a big chunk of yardage to get themselves past midfield. Looking solid on this drive. Can they convert on it, however? Last time they did make a solid drive. They were unable to convert in field goal territory. And the Sharks were able to hold on. So now 1st down and 10. Here on the 42-yard line. Gastrov drops back. Has time scrambling out to his right. Throws off balance. And terrific coverage on the play. Number 10, Taylor Berrington. Making a great play on Honda, who has been the main offensive weapon for the Raiders so far. Good coverage on the play to the outside. And that's going to hold the Raiders 2nd and 10 now. And still in the backfield, lining up 3 on the right-hand side. Toss play to the outside. And so he's hit hard, and he's brought down well. Number 43, Tamani Seve, making a terrific tackle in the backfield. And Western Australia now facing a 3rd and long situation. Let's see if they can convert on this one. Tamani Seve getting great penetration and able to bring down the big man. He definitely does not look like he's easy to tackle. Making a terrific tackle to make sure that the Western Australian Raiders now are in a very uncomfortable position around midfield. Now 3rd and 14 coming up. Once again lining up trips to the right hand side. Gastrov dropping back, he's getting pressure. Long ball, terrific play. Oh, and just put down. Gastrov with just a centimetre too much on the pass. And a great diving effort from the receiver on the outside. He's unable to pull it in. And now this sets up a 4th down and long situation. From a number 83, Luke Fredericks, who's unable to hold on to the catch. It's the 2nd time that a fingertip catch has been put down and let the Sharks off the hook deep in the backfield. Sharks secondary looking like they're struggling to contain the pace of these receivers. Now they're looking like they're potentially going for it here on 4th down and quite long. It's an interesting call, especially around midfield. Gastrov sitting back, has time. Gets pressured, long ball down the field, and Gastrov putting too much on the pass. He's unable to make the completion. Number 88, Bryn Nightingale, was open just near the 10-yard line. The passes overshot him, and the SA Sharks managed to get the WA Raiders off the field again. Terrific defensive pressure coming late to pressure Gastrov, and he is unable to make the pass. And now the Raiders, after building another solid drive for him in their own territory, now have to bring their defence onto the field to stop the South Australian Sharks, lining up just before midfield on the 46-yard line. Whitehead making adjustments in the pistol. Moving at, and there's play is going to be blown dead. Timeout on the South Australian Sharks. They're first. They've been doing a good job so far. Many people thought Western Australia would be running over them by this stage in the match, but already South Australia proving that they are in a good position to make a real contest of this match and make a real name for themselves coming onto the Australian Gridiron League scene. Gastrov, unfortunately, has had a few dropped passes to his name and a few passes that he has overshot. At the moment, Western Australia unable to get the execution on the receiving front that they'd be looking for. And now South Australia looking to make them pay at midfield. Whitehead moving Nolte to the outside. Whitehead straight down the middle on the run. He is hit hard down the middle, and he is going to be able to gain a few yards on the play. Second down and 7 coming up for the South Australian Sharks. Moving Tedmondson from the outside. Quick shovel pass to the outside. Ian Nolte's got space to move. He's brought down well. Good closing speed from the linebackers and defensive backs to get a hold of Nolte before he could get any more yardage. It's a good defensive stop from the Raiders, and now that's going to leave South Australian Sharks with a 3rd and 5 situation. This leaves the playbook wide open for the Sharks, especially considering that, you know, any offensive coordinator will believe that they'll be able to gain 5 yards on a run or a pass play, or any trick play in between. And the South Australia certainly proved the trick plays can be effective after their first score. Now 3rd down and 5, lining up 2 on the outside. Ian Nolte in the backfield. This play is going to be blown dead before Whitehead is able to get off the pass. Wait to see what the umpire's call is. And that'll be offside on the South Australian Sharks, and they give up some valuable yards here on 3rd down situation. Now leaves them in a 3rd and 10. Western Australian Raiders might be comfortable to sit back here with their secondary to make sure that they don't give up anything deep. We'll be happy to give up a few yards down the middle, considering that South Australia are well out of field goal range. Lining up a tight formation, one receiver on each side. Whitehead sitting back, shuffles to his left, passes on the run and makes the play. Terrific pass to number 42, Aaron Nasaris. Takes a terrific catch there, especially under intense pressure. It was good coverage from the Western Australian Raiders, but Whitehead making a terrific pass on the run and being able to convert for the South Australian Sharks, and that moves them past midfield. They're going to be back on now on the Raiders' 41-yard line. There's a terrific play on the outside. The Raiders thought they had that one well covered. Whitehead making a terrific play on this one. Now lining up spread formation, 2 receivers either side. No running back in the backfield. Moving Otten's in motion. They're going to hand it off. He's going to be able to get to the outside. He's got room to move, and he's going to be able to pick up at least 6 to 7 yards on that play. Otten's being able to pierce the line after the Raiders defensive line managing to make good penetration on the run. Previous players have done that before, but Alton's making a good move down the inside, and now is going to leave the Sharks with a second and short-ish sort of conversion to make. Once again, this leaves your playbook wide open, and the Western Australian Raiders at the moment will just be looking to get their offense back on the field. They would feel as if they would be pretty confident from the drives they've pulled together, just haven't been able to convert. Lining up with plenty of receivers on the field. 4 to the outside, high snap. Whitehead fumbles and does not have enough time. Harrison Morgan making a terrific sack on the play, and that is going to push back the Sharks and undo the hard work they did on the first play, and is now going to give the Sharks a 3rd down and 9 conversion here in the Raiders half. Third down and 9, lining trips left in a bunch. Whitehead takes the snap, shuffles out to his right. Pressure coming, throws down, makes the pass to Ryan Ottens. And they're going to convert again on 3rd down. This is good pressure converting from the South Australian Sharks. And they are moving the chains and pressing more and more towards their red zone. The Raiders are unable to get off the field at the moment, being doing the hard work to make sure that they're putting them in difficult 3rd down situations, but Whitehead twice in a row has made difficult passes on the shuffle, and he continues to keep his team alive. It's been a terrific performance from the young quarterback, who only has half a season of experience at senior level within the local competition at Gridiron SA, and he's immediately making a good name for himself here on the global stage. Moving Ian Nolte in motion. Trips on the left-hand side. Whitehead stuffs back. 3-step drop. Makes a pass down the middle. And number 42 is unable to hold on to it. The pass just on his wrong side. It's going to be now 2nd down and 10. Trips left again for the South Australian Sharks. 2nd down and 10. Whitehead in the pistol. Bringing Nolte in motion. So it's back, and he's going to go straight down the middle. He's going to get met very solidly, though. That's what you expect if you go straight into the Raiders linebacking group. Few yards on the gain, and now it's going to set down a 3rd and medium length conversion for the South Australian Sharks, but considering that they've done well to convert on 3rd down before, they'll have confidence that they can move into the red zone and try to get the lead on this Western Australian Raiders team. Definitely would have come in as favourites. The Sharks putting in a convincing showing so far. 5 receivers now, with no one in the backfield for Whitehead. 3rd down and 6. Whitehead takes the snap, quick pass, throws it into traffic. The ball is tipped up in the air. Fortunately for the Sharks, falling into open field. Both receivers right in exactly the same spot. There is a flag on the play, however. We'll wait to see what the umpire's call is. Okay, we'd just like to apologise on behalf of Ascension Sports. We've had some few technical difficulties, working on them as fast as we can, and we hope we can get the stream live for everyone to watch. And as we join back now, timeout called from South Australian Sharks. Is now 4th down and 6 for them on the edge of their red zone. In case you have not been with us for the entirety of this game, it's 6 apiece at the moment, and it's been a highly entertaining match so far. Plenty of offense, yet both teams have been unable to convert on the chances that they've had, especially the Western Australian Raiders. And now this sets up a very, very interesting conversion now. Let's see if South Australia can give themselves the lead. from what looks like a 30-yard field goal. Ryan Notton's number 24 kicking. It's a big moment for South Australia. Can they take the lead in this Australian Gridiron League match? Snap is good. Ottens, the kick is on its way. It's going to fall short, and they've got a man back to take it. Brian Honda has got speed. Good tackle in the backfield, but he shakes it. Brian Honda keeping the play alive, and he has weaved his magic to get out of that. Unbelievable run. He is going all the way. He's got grass in front of him. Can anyone catch him? He stays alive. What an extraordinary play. And Brian Honda, who scored the opening touchdown of the match, seemingly ran 100 more yards than he needed to, but makes a terrific touchdown play on it. The field goal return. What an extraordinary play. And the Western Australian Raiders, against the tide, will take the lead in this one. The score now 12-6, awaiting the after convert. Oh, that was just an unbelievable play. Seemingly weaving in and out of defenders. Was wrapped up deep in his own territory, but managed to shake the tackle, and using some electric speed and terrific agility is able to get his way in to the end zone. They're looking for 2-point conversion like they did the first time round. Gastrov hands it off. Nate Lansdell runs it up the middle, able to lunge his way over the line, and a valuable 2 points for the Raiders. And now into the second quarter. The Western Australian Raiders now lead 14-6 on the back of an extraordinary return from Brian Honda. Kickoff following the field goal return. The ball has gone over the head of the return man. It's going to go out to the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the South Australian Sharks are going to start again on their 20-yard line. This match has gone back and forth, and both teams have been making some strides towards their end zone. Execution has been a problem for the Western Australian Raiders, but they lead 14-6 at the moment. Sorry, my apologies, to start on the 25-yard line. Could not have picked a better day for gridiron here in South Australia. And the SA Sharks have put on a good show at the moment, but the Raiders currently in front. Making a late substitution to make sure they do not break the huddle illegally. And to now the Sharks. 1st and 10 now on the 25. Can they get the rebuttal and make sure that they can make this one a tie game heading into the final minutes of the final quarter? And that is going to be a timeout on the South Australian Sharks. Their second of the half. First down and 10 now following the timeout. Trips right. Whitehead drops back, gets pressure immediately. The pass is wide of the mark. It's going to be now 2nd down and 10. Western Australia's line at the moment getting good penetration on the quarterback. Whitehead needing to move outside the pocket to make his most effective passes so far. Whitehead is a very mobile quarterback and has made a few good runs down the middle especially after moving the man in motion. They've been able to cut through the line, and Whitehead has been able to become a weapon at that position. Right now, though, when he's dropping back, he's struggling to find targets. Western Australia making good moves, especially in the secondary, to block up his receivers. Now 2nd down and 10. Moving Craig Symes in motion. Whitehead, just as we mentioned, straight down the middle, and he will get met solidly by 3 or 4 Raiders. They will push him for a few yards, and now this has got to set down a 3rd down and medium situation for the South Australian Sharks. Now 3rd down and 4. Man in the backfield. Bunching up on the right-hand side. Whitehead, he's going to get hit when he attempts to scramble. And the Raiders all over that play. And that is going to really shut down the drive for the Sharks. However, whistles going off in all directions. Did a terrific job to get penetration into the backfield and stop Whitehead before he had any chance to execute the play. And the Raiders doing a terrific job at the moment, holding on to their lead. Timeout for the Western Australian Raiders. And the 2-minute warning as well. It's not long left now. If they can get the punt back now for the Western Australian Raiders, they might be able to put together a desperate last drive. We'll see how we go. Now 4th down and 11. Sharks will be forced to punt late in the 2nd quarter. Long snap is good. Carlo Jones back to punt. Punts this one high. It'll get to midfield. Takes a bad bounce for the Sharks. The Raiders will be very happy with the yardage they gained off the bounce. And now the Raiders are going to start in good field position. Going to start on their 40-yard line, meaning now that they are in position to maybe add another score before halftime. They're going to have to be quick, though. They're going to have to execute well.
Song's gonna fuck you, mate. Yeah. We're gonna have to move, I think, at half time maybe. I've moved it back a bit, but it's just getting too hard.
First down and 10 now for the Raiders. 2-minute drill time. Lining up 5 receivers. Gastrov sits back, gets pressured, throws a beautiful ball downfield, and there's going to be a flag on the play. No. Good long ball downfield from Gastrov. The ball perhaps a little too high for his receiver. He might get lucky though. Potentially a defensive pass interference call. We'll see what they call here. And it is a defensive pass interference call, which is definitely not what the Sharks need at this stage in the quarter. And it gives the Raiders more yardage. And they are now closer to the end zone, just on the edge of their red zone on the 25-yard line. What can the Raiders produce here? Can they add another score to their lead just before halftime? Lining up, another 5 receiver set. Gastrov in an empty backfield. Sits back. Gets time in the pocket, throws. It's going to be over the head of number 87, Blake Markulu. And the Raiders, at least that stops the clock for them. The time is off against them at the moment. Yeah, runs definitely out of the equation, considering that keeps the clock running. And the Western Australian Raiders now 2nd and 10 on their 25, with time running low here in the 2nd. Another 5 receiver set, 3 to the left-hand side. Gastrov sits back, has time again, throws this into the end zone, way over everyone's head. He's going to fall that into open grass, and it's now going to be 3rd down and 10. Good situation for the Sharks to be in at the moment, especially with time against them. They can sit back and play cover defenses to make sure that the Western Australian Raiders do not get any big gains, or at least do not get the 10 yards they need to keep moving the chains and keep this drive alive late in the quarter. Third down and 10 now. Crunch time for the Raiders. Gastrov has time again. Long ball into the end zone. And it's just overshooting the defender. Marking it down there. Paul Snelling, number 52. Unable to get his hand on that for the Sharks. And now you might think they could potentially go here for a 4th down conversion, considering how late in the quarter it is, or might go for a field goal. Fourth down and 10. Gastrov drops back. They need to convert here. Pass down the middle, and it's going to bounce off Honda's chest. And the SA Sharks are going to hold on and get the ball back with a little bit of time left in the second. Something drastic would have to happen for them to score, but you can't rule anything out, especially after the first play that they did, which was a halfback pass, which got them a touchdown on the very first play. That has been their only score of the game so far. Western Australia 14, South Australia 6. First down and 10. Bunching on the left hand. Whitehead dropping back, scrambles to his right. There's a flag down, throws it into the oncoming defensive back. Potentially could be a legal procedure on the Sharks. Looking to still attack at this point in the quarter. And a penalty will definitely not help them. The clock has stopped. Penalty has been declined, however, so it will be 2nd and 10 for the Sharks. Second down now. Whitehead. Oh, he flicks it to no one. Miscommunication. And is very lucky to be picked up. Quick reactions from number 24, Ryan Ottens. Simon Whitehead, miscommunication, thinking a running back was in the backfield to receive the toss. And he has thrown that into empty field, and the Western Australian Raiders will call their 3rd and final timeout. And it is 3rd and extremely long. And the Sharks, you think, might have to take time off the clock here to prevent the Raiders getting another shot at a possession. It will be interesting to see. The Sharks have been able to hold on in this contest despite the Raiders having majority of the run. It's 14-6, which is certainly not a position that you'd see yourself as out of the game in, especially only at half-time. 3rd and a very long, though, there's not many plays in the playbook for this sort of situation. Whitehead lining up. No one in the backfield. Got 5 receivers set. moving the man in motion. Whitehead's going to take it himself. Pushes off the line, gets some grass to work with, and gets to the outside. May just get back to the original line of scrimmage. Will definitely not be enough for the first down. And Western Australia does not have any timeouts remaining, so the clock will run down for as far as the Sharks can let it. Definitely do not want to give the Raiders another possession here late in the second quarter. And that will be it. Time runs out in the second quarter. An entertaining first half here in the second game of the Australian Gridiron League. The score: Western Australia Raiders 14, South Australian Sharks 6.